Beverly, when you first started out in the
Yes.
70s, how was it for an African American model? What was it like back then?
Wow. It was it well for me because I was so very young and very naive. It was very exciting, and I mean being in New York, it was overwhelming, and of course there were those drawbacks. You know, after I was already working for Glamour and Vogue, freelancing, I went around to try to get into an agency, and they all turned me down. Even Black Beauty, the black agencies,
Mm.
they were like, "Oh, yeah," but I didn't know enough to say, "Well, you know, I've just been freelancing for Glamour magazine and Vogue magazine," and but at any rate, they took another look at me, Miss Eileen Ford, who had said that I was too fat. And I came in there like 3 days later after she called, and I guess she got the word that I was already freelancing.
So all of a sudden you weren't fat anymore,
And I
right?
was skinny. I was really skinny. I was like, oh, I know what this business is about.
Oh, well, now you have to look at the modeling industry and how it's evolved over the years and some of the opportunities that the models have been blessed with and say, wow, I, I mean, and maybe you don't because you seem very humble, but some would say you're responsible for that. You were the trailblazer. You were the trendsetter.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, I was just doing my thing, you know, and I take that position very seriously and honor. And I think that cover, that August 1974 Vogue cover, being the first African American to grace that cover, really made America look up at Black Beauty and really accepted us into the mainstream. So, yeah, that was great. It was great. And, you know, and all of the models, Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks, they always give me my due, and it's always wonderful looking at them and seeing how they thrive in the world of fashion.
So now you have amazing things going on now. A reality show. Tell us about this.
Oh my goodness, I'm doing a show with Oprah on her new network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, and it's called Beverly's Full House. And
Is this with the grandkids? Is this going to be with the
oh,
new
honey,
grandbaby
I
and
don't
your
know how
kids?
this came about. But anyways, it's about mother and daughter relationships.
Okay.
My daughter and her husband, who is an NFL player, who is now in insurance business, and my new granddaughter Ava, gorgeous, move in with me, and we take a look at mother and daughter relationships, and we all know about that.
Wait, what type? I wonder what type of mother-in-law you are, though. What would he say?
Oh,
how would
my
he?
goodness.
How would he
Oh,
describe
honey,
you?
you gotta watch the show, because
Are you?
honey, he was the son I always wanted and the son that I don't want. But you know,
Oh, okay,
it was
all right.
all that in one. But it was really insightful in the sense that, you know, how often do you get a chance to work with a life coach, work with therapists, and really talk about things that I know with my mother that you never got a chance to talk about, or you never got a chance to hear her life, her story. And then also I took a look at all of the businesses that we're building together, and that's very empowering, I think, for women and just people to see how it's actually done, the lifestyle brand that I'm building
So this is going to be on the OWN network, and it launches when?
in the spring.
This should be exciting. Miss
Very
Beverly Johnson is in the
exciting.
studio. You know you cannot get away without giving us some beauty tips. So you put them together, girl. Write them down. Something that everybody maybe can afford. BLS 107.5, your number one source for R&B Egypt. And in here with me is Miss Beverly Johnson. Yes, I'm talking about the iconic modelpreneurs. Well, we don't call it entrepreneur. We call it modelpreneur.
Yes.
Yes. She
Yes.
has built an empire. Now, you also have a hair care line that's coming out in Target, I hear.
That's correct. And also, I am a member of cyberspace now, www.beverlyjohnson.com. I know you don't have to say the www dot anymore, but beverlyjohnson.com. And so, I mean, and it's amazing. It's my photo galleries. It's everything, but also it's an e-commerce site with all of my amazing, you know, I'm the hair guru, hair care products that are for sale there before we go into Target in the spring.
Beverly, you gotta tell me how you have managed to preserve the beauty for so long. I mean, she just told us she's a grandmother. By the way, she has a reality show that's coming out on the OWN network. So look out for it. It's called Beverly's Full House. Okay, where she drives her son-in-law crazy. No, I'm joking.
Yes, that too. That too.
So how do you manage? I mean, what can we do? Just give us 5 things that every person should be doing now so that they look as fabulous as you once they're your age.
You're so kind. First of all, you go to beverly.com, but after you do that's because really, the products that I have on there are the real deal. This is from life experiences and the most amazing products. But besides that, love. Love in your heart. And also, you must keep that body moving. You got to get a sport you like because you must keep your body moving. I don't care how you do it, but you got to keep
every
it moving.
day.
Every day.
Really?
I'm a golfer. I found my passion. I love the game. I mean, I get out there, and it's more athletic than people
Some would
think.
say golf is not. Yeah, that's what I was
I
going to say.
know.
Some people would say golf.
Yeah.
How's that a sport?
Well,
Like,
pick
what
up
do
the
you do? You
club,
drive a
try to
little
swing,
thing around.
swing and hit that little ball and see how easy that is. But at any rate, I think that those are, two tips that I think that are essential.
Do you have any home remedies, secrets, anything?
Oh, I do all that stuff. Fill up milk magnesia on the face for facial mask.
Does that really work? I've heard of that.
Oh my God, porcelain skin. But I
Milk
have
of
a product
magnesia.
that I'm doing
Okay.
with magnesium that's even beautiful. It's not on the website yet, but I'm doing all those things that, I've written 2 beauty books, and, I'm a beauty expert. And I've been in the business for so long, and it's just one of those things that just comes naturally for me. And so now I want to share it with everyone. And the great thing is about it is because I've done a lot of licensing in my life. And, I had #1 wig and hair extension line in the company, and I was under a royalty deal with the Koreans.
I've worn your hair before.
Thank you very much. All y'all out there have, I know it. But now I am in business for myself. I own the box my pretty face is on. So this is a gigantic leap for me. And it's wonderful, and particularly being a softer now, who would think that I would actually, have enough nerve to go into business for myself. But I have an amazing team of people, and it is been very enlightening, and something that I wish and hope for everyone if they want to go into business for themselves. It's never too late. You don't need an MBA like my daughter. You can do it. So I'm here to testify to that.
I know that's right. Miss Beverly Johnson. Again, the website is BeverlyJohnson.com. Thank you so much for joining the show. Honestly, you have a beautiful spirit. You light up the studio.
Well, I used to be a disc jockey here at WBLS.
No, you didn't. What?
Yes, I did with Frankie Crocker.
What?
I was up here. I was doing your job.
No.
I didn't do it as well as you do it,
Aw.
but I enjoyed it for the months that they hired me until they fired me.
Let me
It was great. It was
Did
awesome.
they fire you?
They fired
I know
me.
they
had the
regretted that.
masseuse up
Come
here. I
on.
had my hairdresser up here. And my nails. I said, well, I'm sitting up here. I can get all this done. They said, no, you can't. Yeah, bye-bye. But anyways, I love being back
Aw.
here. It feels like a second home. And I love WBLS. Always have.
Then take us out for old time's sake. 107.5 BLS.
Oh, 107.5 WBLS.